The second game on the day on double header Sunday is the North Indian derby. It's Delhi versus Punjab, and I'm going to be watching this one very closely because this could prove to be the race for the fourth before the actual race begins. I think the only team that has looked like that has had the extra spark in the bottom four at this point of time is Punjab, and it's a team that could challenge Delhi for that fourth spot in the playoffs. Not saying Delhi will finish fourth, but maybe I am. You never know. Punjab have looked good. Let's start with Punjab. I think they were very good in the last game. KL Rahul's looking like in the form of his life, really exploding. I think he's hitting sixes for fun. At this point, the highest six hitter in IPL 2021, looking very good at the top. And what's helped him is that Gale has come to the party as well. Mayank Agarwal missed out last time, but once he comes back in, the top order is going to look good. Nicholas Pooran struggling again, got out for 0. Will be a few concerns there. Last time, though, Rahul bailed Punjab out single-handedly versus RCB, versus his former franchise, and then they won it by good 40-odd runs. So that was a comfortable win versus one of the top teams, and that'll give Punjab a whole lot of confidence. But if they are to take this forward, they have to get in the foreign players to perform a little bit more. We saw Meredith coming into the game last time. Fabulous wicket of Devdutt Padikkal, looked very good. Got a haircut, maybe that helped. Gale looked good, of course, as well. Destructive on the day, but they still are struggling with Nicholas Pooran. And Chris Jordan is somebody who is interested with doing both things. So they need Jordan to give in that balance, but they also have to try and figure out how they can fortify the middle order batting to try and get Jhye Richardson in, because you've spent so much money on him, clearly for a reason. He's successful. He's been successful in the Big Bash, clearly for a reason. Try and bring him back and see what happens. Your ideal scenario, you want Gale, Pooran, Meredith, and Richardson playing as your 4. But at this point of time, I think Chris Jordan adds in that little bit of stability in the middle. So they'll go in with Jordan. They have a few changes that they could make, for if they want, today. I think today could be the day when you see Nicholas Pooran dropped or rested. Give him that time off. Let him recover from all of the trauma that he's going through and play. You could even play Mandeep Singh there. You could play Fabian Allen there. Dawid Malan is there as well. So there are options there. It is all about how Punjab can identify the situation. What do they do about it? What is their thought process? What is the thought process of the leadership? How do they perceive the situation? That will decide everything. But I think today could be a day where you could see Nicholas Pooran dropped or rested from the 11. All in all, I think it's going to be a good clash, and I think Punjab will be in a confident pace. Let's talk about Delhi. Confident unit, really are. I think last time as well, they really chased down a total without breaking the sweat in 16.5 overs-ish, if I remember correctly. Again, Prithvi Shaw, brilliant on the day. Shikhar Dhawan, brilliant on the day. Didn't have to break a sweat at all. We're all waiting for Delhi to slip up, but they're not showing signs of slipping up. Avesh Khan has looked good. The top order has looked good. There are a few problems in the middle. I still think there are a few problems in the middle. We haven't seen the best of Rishab Pant yet, but I think they are a few changes away from that. At the end of the day, you have to play Anrik Nortje at some point or the other. Rabada's not clicking. I keep saying this. Avesh Khan is doing well, but what if he doesn't have a good day? Then who comes to your rescue? Ishant Sharma is looking good, but is he your T20 specialist? I don't think so at this point of time. Get in Anrik Nortje, then you see what your bowling becomes. You have Rabada, Nortje, Avesh Khan, and Ishant Sharma. That is a 4 unlike any other in this league, especially if Nortje can come in and click right away, and Rabada can feed off his energy like they both did last time. That could be a very, very good bowling unit. And then somehow you figure out your batting lineup and try and get in an Indian batter for one of Smith or Stoinis, because that is the only way you can do that. So I think that is the only change I can see for Delhi at this point of time. Otherwise, they look very, very good. If you want to talk about matchups, let's talk about matchups. I think Rahul versus Avesh Khan is something that I'm really looking forward to. Two blokes who are in good form. Rahul, absolutely amazing. He leaves me at a loss of words, which is very rare. And he's looked very good. Avesh Khan, on the other hand, has impressed one and all this year. Been very impressive with the ball. I think the way he's not only bowled with the new ball or when he's called upon, but also the way he's bowled later towards the death, which has been absolutely amazing. Picked up wickets for fun. He's aggressive. He's got intent, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes up against Punjab's captain. The other matchup that I'd like to see is Prithvi Shaw versus Meredith. Meredith's looking good. I think last time when he came out to bowl, he looked like he had it. He was bowling with some extra pace. Prithvi Shaw's in form, and I think Meredith can get the better of Shaw in this one. Watch out for that matchup. The last one is Gale versus Rabada or Ishant. The universe boss is looking good, and I think that matchup at the top with one of the second fast bowlers of Delhi Capitals is going to be a good one. A lot of contests to look forward to in this game. Predictions: my heart wants Punjab to win, but I think Delhi are the more rounded unit, and they are a team that is looking more balanced, more settled. They have more questions answered at this point of time. Punjab have a few questions to answer, but like I said before, they are looking like the team that can challenge Delhi for that fourth spot in the playoffs ultimately, and they have the spark in them. They have the captain who's inspired them in the last few games. The others are feeding off that energy. We're seeing heroes in Brar, in Gale, and a couple of others emerge. It's time for the others to come out and raise their hand as well. You want Mohammad Shami to do well. You want, Nicholas Pooran or the fourth foreigner to do well. So I think at this point of time, Punjab is the one team that can hurt Delhi, but Delhi looking good at this point of time. Double header Sunday. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and cricketnews.com will be there. Log on to our website www.cricketnews.com and to our social media channels. My name is Sumedh Bilgi. You can follow me at that ID. We'll see you soon.